Hey guys, Jill here from Ask a Vet Tech. Today we're going to talk about reasons why dogs lose weight, and not always what you think. The age of the dog, the breed of the dog, and the size of the dog have a lot to do with their body composition, whether they're eating or not. Things that we first look at are tooth issues. If they have some sort of cracked tooth or a sore in their mouth, getting some gingivitis there, some like buildup along the gum line, or serious dental issues. These right here, these teeth are nasty and need to come out, most of them. A checkup by your veterinarian definitely will give you some insight as to if it's the teeth or maybe a sore in the mouth. Getting those teeth cleaned is simple as a dental procedure that you'd go through, only they go under anesthesia for it. The next reason why your pet might experience weight loss could be parasites. Internal parasites such as hookworm, whipworm, roundworm, or tapeworm can make your dog lose weight. They get into the intestinal tract and they just suck nutrition from your dog. Hookworms are the worst of the offenders, in my opinion, because they hook right on and don't let go. Heartworm is another one that can make your dog lose weight, and heartworms are caused by mosquitoes. One mosquito bite of an infected mosquito could cause your dog to get heartworm. And it's not anything that you're going to notice right away, but they grow inside of the heart, which sucks blood and nutrition from your pet. Another issue they could get is fleas. These are external parasites, and they also contribute to another type of worm inside the body. Fleas get on the dog's body, they bite, they want blood so that they can lay more eggs to reproduce on your pet or in your carpet or anywhere that they're not disturbed. Getting rid of fleas or preventing them in the first place is the best thing you can do for your pet, because fleas bring along tapeworms. Fleas can also create a problem with allergies. Some dogs are very allergic to the spit from a flea, and it causes allergic dermatitis from the flea. But allergies in general cause itchiness, coughing, sneezing, that kind of thing. And any of that activity, that violent itching and the scratching and the rubbing and all of that burns calories. And if they're extremely itchy and they can't stop, and that's all they're doing, like basically 24 hours a day, they're going to lose weight from that. It's like basically the equivalent of you running a marathon every single day, all day long. You're going to lose weight. If your dog was once plump and overweight, the chances of them getting arthritis later on in life are really, really great. The cushion between the joints wears out in the knee joint, the hip joints, some elbow joints, in their toes. They can get arthritis, and arthritis is very, very painful. It can make your dog not want to get up to go eat. So if they have arthritis, please get them in to get them checked over and get them some pain and arthritic medicine. When your dog is painful, sometimes they won't move. They will do things for a while and then the pain gets too great, and so they'll just stand still. Standing still is not exactly where we want them to be. We want them to live a happy, healthy life. But laying around sometimes is the only thing that brings relief. So if it's easier to lay here and not get up and eat, they can lose weight from that. Extra sleeping sometimes causes them to miss meals. A lot of times older dogs get cold, so the shivering and shaking can also make them lose weight. Then there's that big C word, cancer. Bone cancer takes a lot of Labrador retrievers and really any big breed dog. Any bump on your dog's body could be cancer, but it also could not be. So it's best if you have some lumps on your pet that you get them in to get them checked over. There is a condition that affects older dogs. It's called hyperthyroidism. Most of the time this is seen commonly in cats, but dogs can get it too. It can cause weight loss. Sometimes there's a tumor that is affecting the thyroid to function properly. There are treatments for an unhealthy thyroid, and that's something you want to talk to your veterinarian about. Diabetes, it's super common. A dog is kind of overweight and a little bit chunky, and then all of a sudden they start getting real skinny. They get real cold, and potentially their eyesight could take a hit. It's really easy to tell if your dog has diabetes or not by taking them in for some lab work. Diabetes is a manageable condition with the right food and the right treatment from your veterinarian. Giving insulin or maybe just adjusting the food intake or what they're eating could definitely be something that you want to consider for your pet. Another issue that could cause weight loss would be heart disease. Generally, we see heart disease in older patients, but it doesn't always have to be. It could be breed specific. For example, I have a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, and he has heart disease. I knew that because my veterinarian told me, but I knew that it was a possibility because of his genetics. Diabetes can cause heart disease, genetics, their lifestyle, their diet, aging, being around someone who smokes. Definitely increases the chance of them having heart disease, and their gender. As heart disease progresses, as you can see in this picture here, it kind of starts to weaken the walls, and it can thin out the arteries, and it can thin out the valves that cause it to function properly, causing the heart to swell. Having their heart checked at every veterinary appointment is a great idea, just so that you can catch it ahead of time if they do end up with heart disease. They usually hear a heart murmur first. Another reason that your pet could be losing weight rapidly could be an intestinal blockage, or something in their intestinal tract causing them to not be able to absorb nutrients or any vitamins or water, really. Things that you will see is they're really not eating much, and if they do eat, they vomit, they have nausea, they could have diarrhea or no poop, drooling, drinking excessively, and then promptly vomiting because nothing can go anywhere. If a dog has an intestinal blockage, this ping pong ball, for example, is causing a big blockage in the stomach. It is not allowing any food to go through, and so therefore the dog's intestines are all balled up. This dog does not have a lot of fat on it, as you can see kind of at its lower belly area. If this were to stay in here very long, it could cause the dog to become very sick and possibly septic. So if you think of anything that might be missing, your dog's not eating well or vomiting a lot, it's time to take him to the vet for an x-ray. I will hope for you that there's not a foreign body, but if there is, you want to get it out as soon as possible. I'll throw a video up here of one that I did on a condition called pica. It is where dogs will eat random items, but it gives you a list of ideas of what potentially your dog could have eaten. The next thing I'm going to hit on is a gastrointestinal disorder. There could be a problem with the dog's digestive tract that just is not allowing their body to absorb the nutrients from the food that they've been eating. So they just slowly get skinnier and skinnier and skinnier and start to kind of starve. So if you notice that your dog has had a lot of liquid diarrhea, very oily, or they're just not eating well, it's time to go see the vet. The vet has a lot of different testing that they can do on a dog if we feel that there is some sort of GI discrepancy or irritation. Gastrointestinal issues can happen even in puppies. So if you notice your puppy not eating well or not feeling well, make sure you take them in. They can definitely have stress, just like you and I can. And sometimes they'll lose weight if there's a big household change, such as a new baby, or you had to move and it's not been a great move. This picture here is definitely a dictation of what happens at my house. I have a dog that chases the cat all the time, and so that can cause stress to either the dog or the cat. So make sure you think of everybody in the household. Dogs that are depressed will definitely lay around too, and they could start to lose weight. I just want to say thank you so much for watching, sharing, and liking. You guys mean so much to me, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Remember, I'm here for you. You're here for your pet. Have a great day.